Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, just had a bunch of stuff drop in the content creator chat, so I thought I'd just throw a video out straight at you to tell you what's going on. So we've got shard events, we have got dungeon grind events, all that type of good stuff. Let's go through it one by one. I guess let's start with the shard stuff. Who's got shards left? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. I'm struggling for shards at the minute. I'm pretty light, albeit I feel like I've kind of gained quite a lot even since the Krisk event. But yeah, we've got a 10 times chance to get certain champions. There's some pretty damn big hitters in this group. So let's go through who we've got up for grabs this weekend. Start with the epics. So we've got, actually one I don't have here. Mr. Falcon Dude or Eagle, whatever he is. Sir Artimage. Got his mace. He's ready to wield it. What's he got going on? A1. A1. So this is actually a cool A1, I think. Decreased speed and decreased defense on an A1. Okay, it's not 100% chance of either of them. So it's a bit RNG focused, but two great debuffs on an A1. It's actually pretty good for most bosses. We've got removes all debuffs from himself, then attacks all enemies on his A2. Now, I don't know if I ever tested this, but I'm assuming this just doesn't work if he's controlled. Like any of the control debuffs is just not going to happen for. So it's only really like the drop defenses and, you know, drop attacks, that type of stuff. And then he's got his A3 here, attacks an enemy, ignores 30% of the target's defense, places increased attack and crit damage on himself if he kills someone, and they cannot be removed. I mean, his kit's, I'd say his kit at best is clumsy. His A1 is good. After that, it gets a bit clumsy for me. He's got speed in arena. He's meant to be an arena champion, but a fairly clumsy kit. No, like this is nice. It can't be removed, but honestly, once his attack has happened, he should just probably be dead. So there's nothing keeping him alive here. So for me, Sir Artimage is not anything special. Next one up, are these all Banner Lords? No. Next one up is Stag Knight. Awesome epic. Super good actually for Hydra. Good for dungeon running. Not bad for early game clan boss. Not bad for kind of anywhere. He's not bad for anywhere in the game. He's pretty damn solid. One of the better epics in the game. Got an AoE, decreased defense and attack. If you book it as a free turn cooldown, up to 95% chance to land. So you do want to put sniper on him to get that extra 5% in the masteries. I've got a Hydra video coming out over the weekend where you see me using him against a normal Hydra. Really, really effective. Great champion for this. Decreased speed on his A1 as well, which again is good for most boss situations, good for Hydra as well. So yeah, he's solid. Got this cool passive. I'd say it's like 50-50 whether it's cool or not. Sometimes it pops up and it's good, sometimes it's not, but it's just a bit of an added bonus. If someone tries to do something and it gets resisted, they get an accuracy whack for the next time they try and do something. Good base stats. Stag Knight is definitely like a champion that's worth going after. Let's move on to the two Void champions. So we've got ourselves a Sylar. Sylar's a great, great epic champion. Great Void epic. Really helpful to get you through any wave-based content. She's got AoEs coming out of her armpits. Everything she does is against all enemies. She's got an AoE drop speed ability here. Great ability for dungeon running. Great ability for Hydra as well. We're noticing that speed control and block buffs, they're probably the two big hitters that I go for on Hydra now. What I'm looking for. AoE drop accuracy as well. No bad abilities on this champion. Her speed control on the A3 is one of the best in the game for like a mob of enemies. Puts decreased speed out there, but also a massive chunky turn meter drop. Really good if you're struggling with Spider. Also got some speed in faction crypts. Good base speed. Sylar is definitely a cool epic. Next one I'd say probably not quite so cool. It's not bad either though. 2-hack the Wanderer. Double hit A1. Chance to put skills on cooldown with this. AoE ability that actually nukes. It does hit really hard, this one. I guess maybe this is quite a cool ability now because the AoE drop speed is now a genuinely good ability to have. Again, mainly for Hydra. Is he a Hydra champion though? I'm not so sure that he is. But AoE nuke with drop speed on it also gives himself increased speed and gives him a bit of a heal. Not bad. And he's got his A3. This is kind of like his kit's all a bit all over the place. His A3 is a single target. 50% steals 50% of their turn meter. Chance to stun as well. Got a chance to stun for 2 turns, which is very rare in the game. Steals 100% turn meter if he's lower health. Quite cool. It's okay. Certain boss fights, this is good. Like Fire Knight, Spider, it's pretty good. Also, places like Dark Fae and Scarab boss, this is not bad as well. And he's got here, decreases the damage he takes when he goes lower health. So the trouble is he's just not got enough defense to really make all of this make some sense. It's okay, but it's not great. But yeah, the A2 is kind of like his shining light of a moment. Let's go into the legendaries then. Legendary number 1 is an absolute beast. Why can't I see you? It's over on the left here. Nethril. Nethril, so underrated. Like, he's got so much going on in his kit. One of the best poisoners in the game with his A1. Clan boss, he just pumps poison all day long. Same with Dragon. He's got an A2 here, which is an AoE ability. If he doesn't stun, he puts decreased speed out there, which is really, really solid. So massive control ability here. And he's just got like a turn meter AoE drop on the A3. So if you're running in arena as you're like your second champion, he just locks out the whole enemy team. Fire Knight is awesome. Spider, he is awesome. A load of the Doom Tower bosses. Waves of content, he's awesome as well. Nethril is just an absolute beast of a legendary. This champion I started to use in Arena and Hydra, Lady Kimi. She's got the, like, what do you call them? Like the buttons with the pulleys covering her nipples just to make sure you don't see them. Kind of funky design, I think, this one. The little glowy horns. But yeah, Lady Kimi, just like a speed freak. Speed 115 is awesome. Good base stats. She's got so much in her kit. Little darty attacks on her A1. She's got this decreased speed and decreased accuracy on her A2. This is awesome against Hydra. She's got a chance to remove a buff, replace it with block buffs. Awesome against Hydra. Awesome in the arena. And then increase accuracy and speed for your team with a turn meter fill as well. What an ability that A3 is. There's just so much going on. And then she's got this passive as well. So when this champion places debuffs, she places tons of them. Also decreases that enemy's turn meter. When she's placing, when this champion or an ally receives a debuff, she gets a turn meter fill. So it's super cool. And speed in Doom Tower. Honestly, if this was speed in all battles, she'd probably be the best, or one of the best champions in the game. But yeah, Lady Kimi is super awesome. We've then got 2 Void Legendaries this time round. So I recently got this one myself. And damn, what a champion Tumisia is. In my Spider 25 team, absolutely blowing it up. Now in my Hydra team as well. I'll show you, I will drop a video out on this team anyway, but I'll show you what I did on stream last night quickly. I like the way you can just kind of pick it up now. So I put Tumisia and Kimi actually into this team here. Tumisia doing like 9.4 mil of my 1 key on hard. Basically can place the HP burns through the poison cloud. So super good for that. Really, really strong. So yeah, Tumisia is an absolute beast of a champion. She's got a decreased defense A1. Got this 3-turn AoE HP burn A2. Placing stuns at the same time. Placing decreased speed as well. Like, there's just so much going on in this A2. It's amazing. Well worth the books here. And then a cannon of an A3 coming in with the slam, slamming someone for an absolute nuke. Got a passive as well, so whenever an ally gets a freeze, it gets swapped for a burn, or 50-50 chance of a burn, and it doesn't swap. When there's more burns out there, more damage from the nuke. Pretty cool passive. Whenever an enemy is under a burn, this champion is immune to stuns, freezes, sleeps, true fears, all of that type of nasty stuff. This is just a really, really well thought out champion. Really well put together. Even if I feel like the head's just a bit small. That's my only criticism with this champion. Love the fiery axe. And then the last champion then, been in the kind of arena meta for some time. Ursuga Warcaller. I don't know. I've not been pushing Plat for a while, probably for a couple of months. So I don't know how in the meta she still is. I'd imagine still up there, but stone skin and protection sets have probably moved things away from her because basically the sets are doing what she does. Yeah, she is all about protecting your team from crits with this passive. She's also got a decent enough kit though. Block active skills A1. She's got this A2 which can put out either decrease attack and crit damage for high attack people or decrease speed and defense for high defense people. Normally for any PvE content, it's the first one. Most, even defensive based units generally, the way they've been coded into the game just have high attack, which is weird. So, but still, it's a great A2. And then she's got ally protection, maybe the only champion or one of very few that put ally protection out for as many turns as it can cool down on. So she can have a continuous ally protection running and a strengthen at the same time. So damn good. These two buffs are amazing for clan boss, but generally strong. So yeah, Ursuga Warcaller, HP in all battles aura, massive base defense and good base speed. Lots of tankiness in this champ. And she's got a shield with someone going, which is also pretty nice. Anyway, that's the champions on offer. We've also got a guaranteed champion event running at the same time. So this is someone who I think is top draw champion. Like in terms of arena defense, up there as one of the best champions. In terms of a go second arena team, one of the best. She's like a seeker on something. Yeah, so good defense, good HP. Weaken on her A1 with a triple hit. She's got an AoE drop attack, which also places a burn. Or has got a chance to place a burn if someone else is placing a decreased attack instead of her. Pretty cool that you can set this up to be an HP burn. She's got this ally protection and block damage ability. So good, this ability. So it just basically means that she's protecting 50% of everyone else's damage and she's taking no damage. It's nuts, right? Such a cool ability. And then she's got this kind of Seeker-esque passive. So every time this champion is hit with a crit, heals the rest of your team and puts increased defense on everyone else on a 4-turn. Increased defense in all battles. This is like the ultimate tank. Basically, her and Vogelov side by side is like that. Hey, tank, how you doing? They're like, yeah, I'm doing good. Both very, very strong. So, Kyoku, how do you get her? All you got to do is pull 15 sacreds. But some people save for these events, you know. Some people save their sacreds exactly for this because you're guaranteed a legendary at the other end. I've got one right now, but I do want this champion. So I might be writing a letter to the accountant. We will see. Comment below, should I? Yes or no? Comment below. So that's it for shard stuff. Let's talk about some dungeon running stuff that's going on as well. So Friday. No, I don't want that skin. No, thank you. Friday the 8th, we're going to have a 2 times chance to drop resistance gear from Ice Golem. There's only 2 gear sets worth dropping from Ice Golem. Resistance is one of them. Reflex is the other. I've been actually farming Ice Golem for reflex, but resistance gear is kind of good in niche situations. Would I go out my way to farm it? Maybe on a 2 times actually. Maybe I would on a 2 times because it is useful in certain situations, but you don't want all of this other absolute dross like the life gear, the offense gear. Like it's just crit rate gear. So like, come on, we're past all of that. Give us an upgrade to some of these other gear sets, please, or just swap them out for something else. But resistance is good. So on the 11th of, and that's going on for, I think these all go on for 48 hours. So we've got on the 11th of April, spiders, just a 2 times chance to get dwarf accessories. I guess if you need them, that's fine. If not, then avoid it. For me, actually, it's not a bad thing. I wouldn't mind a few more dwarf accessories for my Brogni. And then on Friday the 15th, there's going to be a 2 times chance to get, oh yes, speed gear from Dragon. So for anyone who's early to mid game, pushing into late game, speed gear is still super important for you. In late game, end game, speed gear is actually kind of way less relevant. But when you're trying to push up, trying to get your fast speed champions for arena, or just get yourself the extra bit of pace for pushing on in clan boss, speed gear is still super relevant. So that is it. Quite a lot packed into that video. But yeah, It doesn't seem like they've got any event running for Fire Knight, which is weird. They normally do all of the dungeons side by side, but it seems like nothing has at least been announced for Fire Knight, unless I've missed it, or unless they've missed it. But there you go. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I will see you later.